Hey yo, uh, my name is Emmanuel, and this is my channel. Like I've had this channel for a little bit, but I don't really post on this channel because my sisters they would tell me like, oh, you should post like some of your workout videos, or you should. So there's a couple of things that I do, right? And some of those things are I like to work out. Um, I mean, it's good for the health reasons, but also I like to look fit. I don't like to look out of shape. But it's also kind of because I've never really been too much out of shape, and the times that I was, I didn't really fuck with it. I didn't really like it. Um, but yeah, and another thing that I love to shop, so they would always make jokes like, oh, you should do hauls and this and that, because mostly because my body build, it's very hard for me to find clothes that kind of fit or look right. Because sometimes like I have a skinny waist, but I have big legs or relatively big legs to my waist. So it's kind of weird. That's kind of how I've always been. I've slimmed down a bit, but it still seems to be the what is it called? What's happening? So yeah, I've had this channel for a while, like I said, but I've also spent some time teaching people some movements, and it's weird because like today, so my sister's been working out actively, of course, and it's like she's also asking me for advice with the movements and everything like that, and I send her some videos sometimes. I just talk to her about it. But today, for some reason, I made like 4 videos, and I'm thinking, if she needs help with it, there are other people who might also need help with it, and personally, I've been lifting since what is it? Since freshman sophomore year of high school, and I'm now a senior in college, right? So I have a little bit of experience, but I'm also learning. Like I'm still learning, but I still feel like other people might be able to benefit from it, from the movements that I did. Like today, what I did was I taught, or I guess like I showed her how to squat, show her how to do the other movements that she already knows how to do, but it's just sometimes like the movements and everything most people in the gym, excuse me, do it a different kind of way, and it might not be the right way. Like I don't how many times have you gone to the gym, you see people squatting and they're not really doing it the right way, but it's kind of hard to tell them because it might feel like you're trying to do too much. So I don't really tell people they're messing up or anything like that because I'm not husky, but I have a pretty nice build if I do say so myself, and it can come off a certain type of way. Yeah. So I figure why not just post these videos, and it's also a way for me to track how well I'm working out, and if anybody's in the comments that has any suggestions about any workouts, anything like that that they do, or they feel like it'll be helpful or anything like that, I'm very open to suggestions, so I don't really mind. Currently, I'm eating fruit. I don't eat fruit. I don't eat fruit because I'm like, I'm trying to be skinny, and then no. I just eat fruit because I like it. Plus, fiber allows things to go down, and I usually like to eat some when I have the time. I usually like to eat some before breakfast because it allows me to kind of get my meals in. That's another reason why I work out. I love to eat. I guess it's supposed to be like an introduction video, but it ends up being a little bit about me video. So that's what it's gonna be, I guess. But yeah, I love to eat. Anything. I don't really have too many specific, except like shit that's just not well made. I just feel like that's just not for me. But yeah, if I guess this channel, if it's gonna be a channel or anything like that, if I make any movements or something in the gym, like I'll try to post it. But I'm not really one for like social media. I'm not really one for. I'll be on Instagram. I don't have no posts, but like, I just be looking at the background just cause, cause like all the music should just be funny. Actually, let me stop cursing because there might be kids watching. I'm sorry. So now I'm gonna speak in a better way. But yeah, like the fruits are here. It's not anything crazy. It's just I just like fruit. I just like to eat, man. So many times I go to my girl crib and I just eat all her food. So now I feel bad about it, of course, but like it's just I just love to eat. Um, So a little bit about me, like I said, like I've been on and off lifting, but I've always stayed active. I've always stayed in shape because, as I said, like I don't really like having that feeling where it's like you feel too heavy. Um, and as a student, I'm also kind of busy during the school year, and going up and down in the gym and everything. That's kind of a long time. So I also tend to do a lot of body weight workouts. So I believe that's like calisthenics and stuff. You know, I do a lot of that because I feel like that's really where you get your true strength. And since I'm not an athlete, so I feel like whenever you go to the gym, you kind of see people try to just do too much, and I'm not really one for that. Like, it's so weird. It's so weird because like I do weight that I do very very I wouldn't say very very little weight, but I do little weight compared to like what my max was. Right, but it's like I've naturally been a strong person. I wouldn't say naturally because yes, I have good genetics, of course, but I put in a lot of work. People don't know this, but I put in a lot of work. Especially when I first started out lifting, like I would wake up in the morning, do all these pushes before I even go to school, right? And I would do all these workouts before I even go to school. But it's like, and after, before I went to school, I'd work out. And then when I came back from school, when I was done with school, I'd work out at school. And then when I came back, I'd work out again. You know what I mean? So it's like, it wasn't like I was just born like that, like I put in a lot of work for that. I feel like that's what a lot of people are kind of scared of these days is, working and working for their goals. But yeah, I enjoy the grind. I enjoy the pain that comes with it. There's no other feeling that like waking up the day after a heavy leg day and just not being able to walk. That shit is fun. Like at least for me. But then again, if you got bad knees, don't be out here doing too much. Like I don't really squat too much. No, like I can squat a lot, but I don't really squat like often. Because my body's just not the same. Like I'm only 21. Yeah, I feel like I'm 40. Like it should not be feeling like that. But yeah, so that's I love to work out. And what else really is a little bit? Oh, yeah. And, some people say like, oh, I don't really have time. Like I really don't do much. Like my favorite thing to do in this world is watch movies, like and eat. So if I do those two things together, you're not hearing from me. Like it's just me. Like like I'm just there, always just watching movies and stuff. And I remember in high school, a friend's dad, Mr. Griffin, or I call him Mark because I just like to mess with him. But he uh he used to ask us like, yo, why are y'all so tight? Like wait. He used to ask me like to like flexibility, like flexibility, like why are y'all like because he would take us to like the field and like work with us, and he would see like me and my best friend Marcus, like we used to have like very tight hips, so he'd be like, why y'all so tight, like y'all should stretch when you are doing nothing, like just watching movies or watching the news or something like that. So I kind of took that and I incorporate that into if I'm sitting there watching a movie or watching a show or something, I'm just gonna work out. So that's another thing that I kind of did to work out as well. And now here I am. Like, I don't really work out with too many people. Not that I don't like to work out with people. Like I love working out with people because people are just funny in general. Like, when you're working out with people, there's that competition that's just it's just there, and it pushes you to be better. But given my experience and how many years that I've worked out, and I know like being in the gym is not like a trend. Like it's always been like for some people it's been a lifestyle for some people, but for some other people it's like it's a trend now. When people they drip out and they go to the gym. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But it's just not really like for me. Like and I'd say like I'm like the most basic when it comes to like all this shit. It's just like you might catch me on a good day even matching. Like, so it's just like I just go there to get my workout in. But sometimes like especially given my experience and everything, people come in the gym and they feel like oh they can do as much as this, and I don't do that. Um, but yeah, I have a bit of experience. I guess being a personal trainer, I trained some of my sisters, some of my friends, some of their friends, for a bit. So, as I said, like I don't have any certifications, so I'm still learning. This is a bit of a long video, but if you stay through it, hey, it's all cool vibes and nothing like that. But yeah, I'm gonna post some of the videos that I made today. So if you guys are, just want to check it out, anything like that. This is also kind of for me because Last year around this time actually, I made a video saying that I was gonna make videos. I made a video saying I was gonna make videos to track my growth, through school and to see how often I kept working out. And because for me, like, I'm trying to be 30 and still fit. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm trying to be 40, 50 and still fit. Like, I don't be looking but like, I'm trying to. I want to still be in shape. Like, I don't want to be. I'm not really one for that whole beer belly type. I'm not really doing that. You know what I mean? But I don't need to have like a 8 pack, like coming out my ears and everything. But like, I want to be fit. Like, I want to, I want to look like if I jog a mile, like, I wouldn't be I would not out of breath. That's kind of hard. But like, I want to be like crying, saying I'm dying. Like, I want to have that kind of fitness. And if you want to do that too, you could. You're welcome to watch the videos. As I said, like, if I'm doing a movement that's kind of, not the right way, definitely comment or something. Leave a comment, be like, "Oh, you're not doing it the right way. It's this way." Because, it's been 3 years since I've really had somebody, who's really pinpointed like my flaws. I live great. I live great. But when I was being taught was about 3-4 years ago, but I was being taught for like 3-4 years. Like Olympic style lifting and all those things like that. So yeah, and if you have any questions or anything like that, in terms of eating or working out, or I will let y'all know now. Like, when I work out, I listen to my body at the end of the day. Like, my body's tired is tired. But some people feel like no rest day. Like, that shit is not cool. My body's tired is tired. You know what I mean? My mom said you don't go to heaven with a 6 pack. So, it's all part of it. But if you stay through, definitely, check out the other videos. But yeah, I'm not really going to be posting, like, none of those, like, boom, boom, boom. Like, it's cool when I watch videos. Like, I love that stuff. I just don't know how to do it. I just don't know how to do it. You know what I mean? So you're not really going to get me doing all those intros. And it might get lucky if you get music in it. I'm not going to lie. I'll try to put music in there. I'll try to put music in there. But yeah, definitely check out the videos, and no shame, we're all learning here. If you have any advice, definitely leave that shit in. Leave that in the comments if you have any advice. So thank you.